You know what I've actually heard, Adam, is that if you eat a lot of garlic, it'll put the hair back on. So we'll get you some garlic soup here. It'll be great. All right, we're with Jason from Archie's Place. Before we get started, I have a question.
Yes.
Why isn't it Jason's Place?
Well, it's my son's name. My son's name is Archie.
Nice.
I
wondered what the story was behind the story the other day.
Yeah, it just Archie's Place sounds better than Jason's Place, I guess.
I think either way, the food is pretty good. All right, we are inside the Archie's Place truck, and this morning you've got garlic soup, which
That's
is
right.
Stephanie put in. I could see putting garlic in a soup. I didn't know you could make an entire soup around garlic.
Yeah, this soup is it's meant for curing all that ails you and
Including hair loss, apparently.
Yeah, it's kind of like a snake charmer soup. It's like you can imagine yourself being in the Old West, and this is what you'd be selling to all your people from your wagon. So
well, it smells terrific in here. So where do you want us to get started?
let's go. So, well, the most important thing about soups is the start and the finish. So we'll start.
Okay.
We'll start here with the beginning. We've got a lot of garlic right in there, and it's sliced garlic rather than crushed or anything like that. Sliced is you're gonna have a lot more surface area, and we're gonna crank up the heat on that, and try to get some browning going on with that.
It looks like you got a little bit of, is that crushed red pepper in there as well?
Crushed red pepper, and so crushed red pepper you should never buy. You should always let your pizza guy bring that to you. So,
awesome.
yeah. So you're gonna get a little sizzle going on with that, and we want to break down that garlic and get the acidity broken down and start getting some of the sweetness out of that garlic.
Wow, that smell just totally started as soon as you cranked up the heat on those.
Exactly.
I mean, it was already great in here, but now, Mary, you loving that, aren't you? I can tell.
Okay, so that's the beginning of the soup, and obviously we don't have enough time to watch that break all the way down. That's gonna take about 5 to 10 minutes to get that done. So we're gonna go ahead and switch that guy to the back, and this is how we're gonna finish this soup.
So here's the before and the after.
The before and the this is actually this is something we're gonna add to it. This is a little bit of onion and just a sweet red and orange pepper.
Okay.
We're gonna add a little bit of broth to this. I've got some broth right here. If you don't mind grabbing this right here, taking the lid off.
Oh, you're taking your life in your hands if I do that.
Go right ahead. Just a little ladle of, yeah, probably 2 of those would be just right.
All right. Good?
Good.
Look at that.
Perfect.
I just spotted it right there.
So it's it's actually at home. It's really great to use hot broth as well, so the cooking continues rather than adding something cold to it and slowing things down and it actually makes things a little bit too muddy. All right, so for this now, to finish this soup, back here we've got the finished product where we've added our broth to this after it's browned.
Right.
So that's ready to go except for this little finishing touch. And so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna switch over to behind me here. We have
the power blender.
The immersion blender.
The super stick. This is the most fun thing in the world to do.
So this is we're gonna add that right into the garlic soup, and it's gonna add some body to the soup. So it's not just broth and garlic. It's gonna add depth and flavor. And hopefully we're not
getting any on you there, Mary?
Yeah.
What kind of consistency are you going through here? Are you going to make it as blended as possible? Do you like it a little chunky?
Yeah, we want to try to get as blended as possible here.
Okay.
We don't want tons of chunks. We want to see just the garlic and the broth really when we come to that soup. So that's probably good for now.
This is pretty easy. You haven't put a lot of ingredients in this so far.
You know, it's that's one of my favorite things about cooking is that, you know, when you first start to cook, you add the whole kitchen sink to you add everything that you can possibly do.
Of spices that I never use anymore.
And you try to put everything in when you first start cooking, and then when you cook for a long time, 25 years like I've been doing, then you learn how to simplify things and try to put like 5 to 7 things in so you can taste everything that you put in. And that's, again, trying to not get too muddy with things. All right, so we're gonna add some of that right into that soup. Typically you'd want that to just be a little bit more blended.
Okay, while we're finishing up the
Alright.
soup here in our last minute, where are you going to be this week? Where's Archie's Place truck going to be placed?
Tuesday, I'll be at 10th and Grove for lunch.
Okay.
That's my normal spot for Tuesday and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, I will be actually at Black Cat Tattoo.
Nice.
Right around that area anyway. There's quite a few businesses there.
I need a tattoo and some lunch. So
yeah,
there I go.
There you go. Though there's Capital Lumber too, so you could get lumber, tattoo, and food. Thursday back at 10th and Grove, and then Friday is our food truck rally.
Food truck rally is coming up on Friday.
Yeah.
Do you know what the cause is this week?
I actually haven't heard what the cause is, but it's always a good cause.
It's usually the food bank, I think, but I'm not
Food
100%
bank,
sure.
Radio Boise. There's been
Yeah.
quite a few. So to finish the soup,
Okay.
we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil on the on my griddle,
Yep.
and we're gonna make croutons right on the griddle top. You could obviously do this just in your oven at home too, but this particular food truck does not have an oven, so we're gonna use the top.
Looks great. And so
So-
then you're just going to drop those into the soup?
Yeah,
Like
right.
like a French onion crouton kind of thing?
Exactly, just a crouton to finish things off and add just a little bit more body to the soup. So we could ladle up a little bit and show.
Oh, here comes the big presentation at the end. I
Yeah.
know that Stephanie's excited because she's Team Edward, and we're kind of hoping that the soup will hear that, actually.
All right, so we got a little bit of spicy garlic soup there.
I wish we had smell-o-vision, folks, because the 2 News AM Extra today would be the incredible smell of garlic soup here this morning. Jason, thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And
that's the
remember, you can
finish
catch
right
him
there.
10th and Grove on Tuesday, and the food truck rally is coming up on Friday. Let's send it back into you, Stephanie.